Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from PromptMatrix. I am back with another one, but this time I am going to be showing you a live application that I finally put into production. It's a web application, right? And it's called Launchero. It took like roughly 2 weeks for me, but I was a bit lazy, so I just didn't obviously work full for 2 weeks every now and then. But I almost built it entirely with AI, which means I got to experience both incredible productivity gains everyone's posting about and the parts they live out. So this video is the honest version of the process, what worked, what broke, what I would do differently, and at the end you can try the app yourself. So the app is live right now. I'll put it in the comment below. So what was the problem? Why did I want to build this app? Every year, right, or every day, every week, millions of people decide to start a YouTube channel, and the first wall they hit isn't recording or editing or the algorithm, it's the setup. What do I call the channel? What should the banner look like? How do I write a description that doesn't sound like robot wrote it? So they watch a 40-minute tutorial, open 6 different tools, spend a weekend on it, and a lot of them quickly give up before ever uploading a video. Meanwhile, there's an entire market of people charging real money to do this setup for you, right? Starter packs, branding bundles, channel audits. Some of them are fine, but most of them are a Canva template and a PDF, right? So idea was simple. Take the entire setup process and compress it into an input field. Tell the app your niche, get back everything you need to launch, minutes, not weekends. So the interesting part was also how I actually build it. So I use AI coding tools for almost everything. And I want you to give the real picture because the conversation around this is weirdly polarized nowadays. Half the internet says AI will replace all developers by Thursday. The other half says AI code is unusable garbage. Neither matches what I experienced by my own. What I experienced was I had a really good speed, landing page, authorization flow, database schema, API routes. Things that would have taken me days took hours. I describe a feature, get working code, refine it, and move on. That part of the hype is justified, definitely, right? And it's the reason this app exists at all instead of dying in my someday folder. The other thing was that the catch is so real and it has a specific shape. The AI doesn't fail by writing broken code. It fails by writing plausible code that does something slightly different from what you asked. So, for example, I asked it to fix one bug in the signup flow. It fixed the bug. It also rewrote part of the authentication logic correctly by its own logic in a way that broke something else 2 days later. I hadn't asked for that. I hadn't noticed it. So that's a pattern, not errors, but unrequested initiatives that it takes. So the last point was the workflow that actually works, right? After a few rounds of this, I stopped treating the AI like an employee and started treating it like an extremely fast contractor with no memory and no context. So every request, small, specific, variable, test after every change, never let 2 features get built in one prompt, and read the diff. The diff is where surprises live. So once I worked that way, the whole thing clicked. That's the version of vibe coding that survives contact with a real product, right? All right, so let us now dive into the live demo of the app does and what you can generate, all the assets you can generate. So this is the landing page where after you sign in, basically, you need to carry out the sign up process and then create an account. You log in. You're going to get to see what I'm now showing you. The left-hand side, we have a niche selection, a drop-down where you can select various niches. Down below, if one of these niches are not appropriate for you, create a custom niche where you can just enter a specific niche that you would like to generate your assets on. Say I would like to create a channel about gardening, okay? And I'm not sure about the channel name and I want it to get it generated by AI. You can do it that way. If you click on suggest names, it will suggest some names for you, but you can also give it a channel name if you know if you know it by yourself. In this case, I'll just let it generate it by AI. Click on it, it generates, it creates a bunch of suggestions. It's not just only one, but multiple ones. Let me go for the plant patch or garden bloom. Sounds attractive for me. Let me click on that. And then I can select a visual style. So what do I want my channel to be? Is it retro, 3D render, photorealistic, bold and vibrant? I would like to have on minimal and clean visual style, like that one. The brand color you can also change. Gardening, I would go for a greenish one. And I want in the next chapter, you can select what kind of assets or YouTube related, let's say pictures or descriptions I would like to generate, and either select all of them or a specific one of them. So if I would like to generate a thumbnail only, then I can deselect all and then select only thumbnail. In this case, I want it to generate for me all the assets that I would need. I create my new YouTube channel. So below I have a button to generate these 10 assets. When I click on that, it starts generating all of these assets with just one click. I'll get to see in a moment is a profile picture, a channel banner, thumbnail for a video probably, and watermark, channel description. I have here some tags. Some of you may already know if you have your own channel, you have to provide a channel tag so that it can pinpoint your channel in a better way. And 10 video ideas. Even if you don't have that much of an idea where to start with, maybe what it generated, you can directly take in and start generating a video about it. Some channel handles, playlist names, and upload schedule. So it literally generates an entire package for you, which you can download eventually as a zip file. And all you have to do is just upload them, right? The name Garden Bloom, and upload these assets for your YouTube channel, and you're ready to go. The next step is start recording your first video and upload it. It's literally gives you this boost of not having to spend hours. Maybe some of you might say, okay, I could do the same thing with ChatGPT or Claude by saying, generate me entire YouTube related assets that I would need as a beginner in YouTube. Of course, it will generate some, but on the hand side, in the back end, I have formulated the system prompts, everything in a way that it is going to be in YouTube SEO compatible. There are some configurations that I would like to also add where you can select a specific model to let your assets or get your assets generated, such as, let's say there's a new release of GPT-6, which you can then select and start using. You want to get an access to all of the LLMs that are currently available on OpenRouter. You can select and use, but also, as I said, the assets are being generated, the system prompts, and also like the idea behind, the logic behind is tailored for compatible with YouTube SEO, so that you're not going to come across any issues on that. And the other feature is that if you would like to find a specific, let's say, asset, you can click on refine that image. You can start typing, for example, make the background, change the background color by red. Click on apply. It will regenerate the picture by changing the color. You have to wait and it will refine, and there you go. I've got my profile picture changed by a color the way I want it. I can literally change anything I want here by clicking on refine. You can refine everything and anything in this asset, which I find it again a bit useful to have everything in one place and refine it and edit it. This is the app itself, and it's called as Launchero. I'll drop the link in the comment section, also in the description. The application is now free. It is free to use. You can create an account and then start using the applications, using the web application. And please let me know your own feedback about the Launchero. And open to your comments and your feedbacks about how I can also further improve it, further develop it. Maybe if you have a different idea, please feel free to share with me so that I can further develop this tool, because I do not want to only have this starter say kit for YouTube, but also for the other platforms. So please let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you want me to also generate a video about the technical details, which technologies I use, which LLM, how the architecture is, which hosting I use and everything, and so that I can also inform you on that. Because some of my watchers are non-technical, would be happy to know if you want me to specifically also record another video where I can inform you about the technical details. I would say that's it for today, guys. I'm quite happy that I could come up with another idea, another video for you for this week. Let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe and give a thumbs up. That's it for today. Bye for now, guys. Take care.